What's up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more Clicker Heroes Old School, back on the 0.23 version. Hanging about, we are much higher zone as you can see. I think last episode, if I'm not mistaken, was zone 200 is around where we were. Again, I can't show you my ascensions. I did a couple ascensions in between. We did pick up, I think, Atman between episodes. I think that's the only new ancient, but I will scroll through, show you guys the levels. Leveled up a bit. This is not normally how far I'll be able to push, just so you guys know. I've been doing a ton of gold quests. Sadly, this gold isn't going to actually be able to help me out of this situation. We ended up moving pretty much into Sam just because these ones weren't even worth leveling up anymore for the most part. I'm going to just save these gold quests for the next run to help it out, make it go quicker. But we're going to actually ascend here. We are doing decent damage. This one's going to be pretty hard, but I could have beat the last one myself. But these will definitely help out a ton and make a pretty big difference. So let's get started. Let's get moving. Huge amount of hero souls. Again, I want to keep probably about 200 unused hero souls. Oh, look at our starting click damage. It's actually pretty good. So I'm thinking we keep about 200. It's kind of where I'm leaning. I also don't know which ancient we need next as far as efficiency goes, and I probably should try to start moving. So I don't know when I want to do it, but I want to start moving guilds into Sam and just get all my guilds into Sam soon enough. But before we do that, we obviously need to need the other ancients kind of first before we can really get away with that. Definitely going to drop a bit in there. Kind of want to throw another one in there. Let's get that up to 10. We can catch these two up. I think keep these guys all together. So when we upgrade one, they kind of go together. And then we'll throw like 2 levels in there, and then probably just. And want to keep like 200 to make sure our calculations come out okay and we're not like completely off where we need to be. I don't know if this should be about the same or not. We'll throw 2 there to get that to 12. And I think I'll save those. I think that'll be decent. I might be saving too many. Again, I'm doing this all without a calculator. I forget the amount you're supposed to save. It's probably a percentage of your total hero souls, which I'm assuming you probably view in here. Hero souls spent. So I guess our total would be like 1,000. You're probably supposed to keep some sort of percent, obviously for morgue at some point. Would end up being some percentage. But things are going to go much smoother. We're going to have a ton of guilds, or a ton of these, because I have not opened these. We do need to start fishing for some new, wow, 2 in Sam. So do need to start fishing for the rest of the ancients. Kuma I know would be good. I think there's only 5 levels to it, so you can only get it down to 5. I don't know how expensive it is per level, but that would make my runs extremely fast if it's relatively cheap and I can max it right away. I don't know. Again, I'm not looking into things. So it's a gamble if that's the next good thing to buy. I do have to re-roll, I believe, though. I don't think any. I think I'm just going to kind of get whatever shows up that's useful. I don't think there's anything in my next set that's even useful, so. Let me do some kind of leveling up here. Didn't quite get Sam where we wanted. I'll actually just that one too. Finish that up to 100. Finish opening these. Atlas. Boom. Awesome. So there's all those. We have quite a few guilds. We need to get those spread out. We have a good bit of gems. Again, I think our best bet for them is definitely going to be this. Although relics aren't bad. I do think I'm going to just pop in some more guilds. See what we get. Moving them around is going to be really annoying because you're going to have to spend 2 every time and just kind of bounce it around. Obviously, spending 80 to move them is way too much. We could probably just start leveling that up. Make it worth it. But, yeah, I mean, this is something I want, but want next, you know? I'll probably do some testing and see what it is. I'd rather not spend, 42 to reroll because we do want this. Having starting gold is actually really nice to help with Iris at the beginning. Iris again is something we don't need now, but we'll want soon-ish. But you want things, I think, like Dogcog, Kuma. Yeah, I can't even see what else we're missing. I mean, this is something that we might want eventually. I mean, eventually I'll get everything just because, but a lot of it we don't need now. What we should probably do is kind of just tone things up. Make sure we're getting everywhere we need. Put 2 in there. Awesome. All the upgrades give us some extra damage. Grab that. keep things moving. We're already at the zone 50. You can see how fast this is going to fly through. And we have all that gold to kind of help push through as well. I've been using gold quests as a main priority. If I have the option to get them, I use them. This one's still around. Nancy's still hanging about. We do keep having deaths. This guy's a new one coming in, but they keep going away. We did have another, I think, 2 commons I got rid of, or maybe one of the ones you guys seen, but another one upon that. So I'm still thinking maybe rarity is higher in this, but I don't really know yet. It's kind of hard to tell still this early. But we should be making quite a bit of passive or idle gold, and just having treasure chests spawn more often in general is nice. This is actually the first time we are insta-killing through the 60s pretty much. I mean, pretty much is killing, and I could be leveling things like that further along too. I could be putting single levels down here and keeping that damage up a lot even higher. But we're just zooming. I don't know where this will push to. Again, I really do wish there was Ascension log, because at least it would let me kind of show you roughly how the runs went, which I think would just be kind of neat to be able to do. Kind of buy all those. Still haven't gotten that. But again, before we were pretty much set to go once we got to Athena, it then became Beast Lord. Again, I definitely did, I don't know, let's say I probably did 4, maybe 3 or 4 ascensions before the last big one I did. So probably like 5 ascensions, let's say, total between last video. But that last one was just a super long run, pretty much over the whole weekend. I really didn't have time to play, so it was just sending on gold quests and checking in whenever I could, kind of thing. And we turned it into that, which, you know, it's pretty nice. Really far run. We're not gonna again push that far, I'm sure, but a lot of hero souls coming from it. Again, remember, do not try to join this clan. It's just kind of just to help me out, have the clan. Let's see how much damage I can do with the relative quicks to this thing. I'll definitely be able to get it down to a quarter. I can't wait till we're actually being able to kill these ourselves, but I gotta really just have time one day to do a bunch of ascensions to kind of catch back up to that, because it's pretty harsh. There was one of the days I didn't actually get it beat down far enough. For some reason I just can't click right now. I'm losing it. I'm just gonna do some slow clicks to kind of keep it going. I'm just trying to get as much as I could, but we could have gotten to a cool quarter in that one attempt, which would have been pretty nice too. No real reason to level this up. I could just move on, but we'll get it there before we move on to Aphrodite. But Avgar would be really good because we don't have that, so these are only boosting 50 apiece still. I just don't know how many more levels I want to put into these guys before I make that a focus. Kind of want this to be up to 10, so I think I'm going to force that to 10 soon. And honestly, we might start relic hunting or ancient hunting soon to try to get the rest of these. I really do want them. You can see once you get a gold or treasure chest coming through, you get so much gold. It just frees you up out of a situation. And honestly, we have quite a good gold percent now. Treasure chest percent bonus. That maxes, right? Yeah, max 50. So eventually we can max that one out. Again, this one maxes at 25. It's cool how they max in this game. You don't really get that anymore. And again, playing without any kind of calculator is really just, it's weird. Not knowing how off efficiency I am. Again, I know I'm pretty far off, so I'm not super worried about it, but it is crazy to think about how off we probably are. And I'm sure I could probably find a calculator or find even info about rule of thumb back then, but I think don't want to look. I'm kind of just going off knowledge we've have from our main series and prior knowledge from even beforehand, when I kind of remember, again, the whole like iris being generally, again, I don't know if it applies to this update, but generally about a third of your runs worth of zones. So if we're pushing up to 1,000, it would be 330 levels into iris to start us at that zone. You can see this is just moving. 10 minutes, we're up in the hundreds. We're gonna be earning hero souls pretty easy. Still into killing. We have all of the we haven't really placed much in here, but we have, what was I gonna say? We have all the gold quests ready to roll, even though some of these are kind of lower. This one I think was like a 5-minute one I did real quick. I might even say, what did it say? No. I think that was like a 5-minute one we did real quick. but definitely instant zones pretty much. We slowed down a little bit earlier, but again, I think that was mostly my fault for even any slowdown we actually got. Most of it was pretty straightforward. And that's most of the upgrades. Actually, that's everything up here. Nice. I haven't even been leveling heroes to max anymore. Most of the time, or I won't like care much about it. I'll just level them as quick as I can and then go. Last one, I didn't even max them. I definitely probably should have, but you only get a couple out of it now, and realistically, a couple's not huge anymore. We're definitely looking for more to come in here. We're not getting lucky here, but we really care about the higher up zones anyways for as far as luck goes. If the higher up ones can give us some luck, we're in good shape. You can see that, and then if I came in here, I could instantly have plenty of gold with any of those to get that. But we're, moving at a fine pace where we really don't need it. That was our first time in a video. We actually did like a 1 through 140 run, which is kind of cool. I'll probably have some, realistically, I think leveling this up to like 100-ish is probably a little bit better. But, oh, Primal Chance. That's actually, I think, one of the most valuable things we could get. I think Primal Boss Chance is huge. I'm thinking we're okay getting rid of that. How much does it go for? 30? Each one's like 8, right? 15, okay. Can we get that Primal Chance up, though? I don't think we're going to be able to. I don't really want to go anymore. I don't think we're going to get it, but I will put that on. 2% Primal Chance is actually pretty nice. Not huge, like, it's not huge, but it's nice. It's definitely helpful. At some point there, we did get I think a couple treasure chests and zoomed us up. But now it's doing 50% of our damage, and we almost have enough that treasure chest will actually do it for us. And now we're doing good, because you got to remember, at the 1000th level, it's a pretty big bonus. Let me see if I can show you on Ivan here. So you can see it's 4 times damage if you look over to the right screen that talks about all the info. And then you'll see it's a 10 times at 1000. So if we level that up to 1000, it's 10 times the damage. And again, generally I like to level these 3 up together. Seems to have been the best through my testing. I'm actually not going to level them up now. Sticking on attributes for a bit longer, I think, is going to be the way to go. But we'll easily push up to probably 250. Zone 250, maybe even 300, using some of these gold to help push us along and stuff. But I'm going to keep doing that, keep us going. I'll probably go a couple more Ascensions, come back, maybe when I have more Ancients. I'll probably have, hopefully, if things go well, we'll have most of them, but maybe only 1 or 2 more, we'll see. But if you enjoyed the video, take a second, smack that like button, and as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!